little kids and big kids alike. Okay, now we've met before. What is your name?
My name's Emily.
Emily? I'm Brad. It's so good to meet you. Did you catch during the announcements I was saying that we're celebrating something today?
Yeah.
Anniversary. These people out here, you wouldn't believe it, but they are 144 years old. Or are they? That's the argument I want to start today. But before we do you know how you tell how old a church is? Do you know how you tell how old a tree is?
Yeah.
You see the picture that I put up on the screen?
You
How do you do it?
count how many rings there are in the stump.
Yeah.
How old the dead tree is.
Well, that's right. That's what I was wondering about. The only way to count the rings is to do what?
Is to chop down the tree.
You got to chop down the tree. So how do you tell how old a church is?
Do you have to chop it?
Do you got to chop it down? That's you're thinking just like I am. What happens if you? How do you tell how old your family is? Do you chop it down?
No.
No. Do you? If I said to you, "Oh, I know how old your family is because I know how old the house you live in is," would that would not make sense, would it? If I said, "How long did you live in your house?" That's how old your family is. No, that's not old. So you can't tell how. This is where I'm just so you know, I'm about to start an argument with some of the people out there about how old this congregation is. So if you look out, you see some of them will be like looking at me angrily. Okay, just because this building was built 144 years ago does not mean that the congregation is only 144 years old, because it was a congregation before it moved into this building, and it was a congregation before a couple of the Methodist churches in the area joined together. So my argument is that we are 187 years old. Who wants to fight me on that? Nobody. 100. Okay, so we're now 180. Look at the people. Do they look like they're 187 years old? No, they look much younger than that. That's the thing about a church. It's not about the building. It's about the people. It's not about how many rings there are, in the building. Everybody loves the building. But it's not about the building. It's about how long we've been growing, like the circles in that tree trunk, how long we've been growing in this community and talking to the community about God's love. So you are this is the best part, you're one of the rings. Do you know that you're one of the rings in the tree? Yeah, you are you're the biggest ring. You may think that you're smaller than everyone here, because you see how in the oldest part of the tree, it's the smallest rings, but the newest part of the tree is the biggest ring. That's right, because it lives right where the bark is. Okay? So, happy anniversary, everyone. And after church, I'll be down in the Golden Jubilee room. If you want to argue with me about how old we are, we'll have a coffee together. You know what we're going to do next, but let's show your brother and sister, right? Let's show your sister. This is what we do. Come on, stand up. Before you head downstairs, let's turn and look at all the 187-year-old people and repeat after me. May God bless you as you stay to hear God's word. And they'll say, all right, down you go. Follow your leaders over there. Yeah. Poor Mom. Sermons are really good, Mom. You're missing them. Yeah. Dad gets to hear the sermon. We'll see you for coffee afterwards. The bigger outer ring wins every time. So you have just received a